Hello guys and welcome back to Barça Admirers. In today's episode, we will cover 4 absolutely huge transfer news roundups and updates related to Barcelona that you simply cannot miss. The bottom line, don't skip the video and watch it completely till the end to know everything about these crucial updates. Now before we proceed, a small shout out to Beyond the Post YouTube channel. If you want to stay updated about football news all around the world, then you got to check out this channel. Subscribe to them and press the bell icon as well. Link is given in the description of this video. Now that's enough talk, let's get going without any further ado. For today's first news roundup, we have Pep Guardiola's message to Lionel Messi, and it is absolutely clear: do not leave Barcelona. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola has been talking about Lionel Messi amidst speculation over the captain's future and says the Argentine will not find a better home than Barcelona. Now City have been previously linked with a move for Messi, but Guardiola has once again reiterated his desire for the forward to finish his career at the Camp Nou. Now he went on to say that he hopes that Messi can finish his career at Barcelona because he will not find a better home than at Barca. Speaking about Barcelona's youth system at the press conference, Guardiola said that the only thing that needs to be done, as our dear teacher Johan Cruyff said, is to go back to the origins to rescue the cause of things, which makes Barcelona special in many things and especially in the way they play. We know how to do it. The founding thing is already done, and all one has to do is dust it off, put some oil on it, the nails, and do it again. There is no better club to do it other than Barcelona. Now Guardiola's comments have come at a very interesting point in Messi's career. According to reports from Catalunya Radio and TV on Z3, Lionel Messi's father Jorge Messi had lunch with Barcelona president Juan Laporta regarding his contract renewal. There were good intentions from both sides, with the Argentinian maestro seemingly wanting to continue at Barcelona. After the largely covered Messi summer transfer saga occurred last year, the number 10's future at the Camp Nou has been up in the air. Wanting to compete in Europe, the 6-time Ballon d'Or winner seemed unconvinced of Barcelona's project heading into the future. Nonetheless, with Ronald Koeman sweeping in with a plethora of youngsters and freshers, more dynamic ideas, the Blaugrana have begun to show positive signs once again. With the likes of Pedri, Dest, Araujo, Mingueza, Fati, De Jong and others, it seems that Barca may finally have a solid foundation upon which to build a winning project. Messi seems to have taken note of this. He was once a solemn figure at the start of the season, unable to perform at his best level. Now he is absolutely tearing up La Liga, almost carrying Barca's title hopes on his own back. Furthermore, he is surrounded by teammates and a coach that he believes in. Therefore, the magician may finally be reconsidering his options. Last year, it seemed inevitable that Messi would leave in a year's time. However, with all these positive changes occurring in and around the club, the biggest being Laporta's appointment, the Argentinian may finally end up staying. According to a report, Laporta and Messi's father discussed a long-term contract including 3 stages. The first condition is that the 33-year-old will spend an additional 2 years at the Camp Nou. In the second stage, Messi will fulfill his desire of playing in the United States. He will join Inter Miami FC, David Beckham's club, with the hopes of playing with his ex-teammate Luis Suarez once again. Simultaneously, Messi will also be tied down to Barcelona as a club ambassador, with Laporta keen to involve the decorated Argentinian in a key strategic projects going into the future. Finally, once Leo finishes his career in Miami, he will return to the club and join the sports structure. In fact, Messi has spoken in the past about how he would like to be a sporting director after retirement. In this deal, Messi's wages would be reduced to 50% of his current wage, and he would instead be paid the remaining amount over his time as the club's ambassador. for today's second news roundup, and this one is a big win for Barcelona. Laporta, Barcelona's president, is now close to securing a 500 million euros economic boost for Barcelona that would allow at least two big deals this summer itself. Now, Barcelona's financial woes are not unknown to anyone who keeps up with the footballing world. After years of mismanagement by the ex-president Josep Maria Bartomeu and his board of directors, combined with extensive money laundering and big money signings such as Coutinho and Griezmann that barely got us anywhere, the club is now entrenched in a huge 1.2 billion euro debt. And with the stadiums remaining to be closed to fans, Barcelona have almost no way of earning revenue and getting out of their humongous debt unless they secure a possible investor or a sponsor. And that's exactly what President Joan Laporta seems to have done. In the weeks after Joan Laporta's election as president of the Catalan club, there had been some optimism around the media covering Barcelona, and the signing of Borussia Dortmund striker Erling Haaland was presented as a possibility. However, question marks were raised as to how Barcelona would finance such a huge deal. That, however, was quickly forgotten in the days following the collapse of the European Super League, and it has been questioned whether the La Liga side can now even afford to keep Lionel Messi at the Camp Nou beyond the end of this season. New investment and sponsors are clearly needed, and El Chiringuito now report that Laporta is close to securing a 500 million euro sponsorship boost for Barcelona. There is still no firm details on what that will cover, but it has been claimed that such a deal would allow the club to renew Messi's contract as well as provide money to sign Neymar from PSG. However, I personally am strictly against that particular idea, but that might be discussed later on. Right now, it again feels like an optimistic slant on things, and yet the coming weeks will see whether this is concrete or just another daydream of solving Barcelona's financial problems. For today's third news roundup, English Premier League club Everton reportedly want to bring back Phillipe Coutinho to England. From James Rodriguez to the likes of Yerry Mina and Gerard Deulofeu, Everton have in recent years become a landing spot for players who can't quite cut it with Spanish giants Real Madrid and Barcelona. Now they could be set to add Brazilian Phillipe Coutinho to that list. That's the story coming out of Spain this week, with Barça claiming that Liverpool's blue half are weighing up a 40 million euro offer for the 28-year-old Brazilian former Liverpool midfielder, whose dream move to Catalonia continues to look more of a nightmare 4 disappointing seasons later. For their part, Barcelona are said to be happy to move the player on for the right price, given their form this season has been better in Coutinho's absence, while his wages have been amongst their top earners. Those wages, though, could make him hard to move. If they do, then another loan spell could be on the cards for Coutinho, who remains under contract with Barcelona until 2023. As in recent weeks, rumors have had Bayern Munich open to the idea of bringing him back to Germany on a temporary basis. Based on all reliable reports, however, Liverpool have no interest in bringing Coutinho back on either a temporary or a permanent basis, as despite their stumbles this season, the club believe they have fully moved on and he would not have a role to play in the squad. In addition to a huge transfer fee that was paid to Liverpool to bring Coutinho from Liverpool to Barcelona in 2018 January, there are certain variables or additional clauses mentioned in his contract, and one of them was that Barcelona would have to pay the Merseyside club 20 million euros extra if Coutinho gets to play 100 games in a Blaugrana shirt. Now Coutinho already has played 90 games, and the fans and also the board of directors would definitely not want to pay extra 20 million euros to Liverpool for a player that has been barely of any use to them. Now whether finally Everton or Bayern Munich make a move for Coutinho or not is something that remains to be seen. The fans, however, would be excited to see him leave. For today's final news roundup of the day, we have a not so good news for the fans as Barcelona B winger Konrad de la Fuente gets closer to an exit from the club. Early on, towards the beginning of the season, it seemed like the American international Konrad de la Fuente may be one of those youth players who had gained a strong footing in the senior Barcelona team. The Barca B player now, however, seems like he could be on his way out of the club at the end of the year for some consistent senior team time elsewhere. He has been called up 22 times to the senior team but has yet to earn the trust of the boss. This probably means that we will be watching Konrad elsewhere next year, which isn't exactly a bad thing. Konrad is young and extremely talented, and he needs consistent first team game time to continue growing as a player. At Barcelona, his natural position was already crowded with Dembele doing well over there, and once Ansu Fati returns from injury, Konrad would have become the third choice left winger. However, nothing is confirmed yet as Dembele has not yet renewed his contract and may soon be transfer listed by the club, in which case an instant promotion may be on the cards for the young American international. Because one thing has been certain in Ronald Koeman's Barcelona: if you are a youth player who has proven themselves at the top level, you are going to get more playing time regardless of the senior players who may be competing with you for pitch time. The best examples: Oscar Mingueza, Ronald Araujo and Pedri. Now that will be all for today's news roundup, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments regarding any of the transfer news roundups or updates, then feel free to comment your opinion down in the comments box below. We try to reply to as many of your comments as we can. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button and consider subscribing to our channel. If you found it informative and also like our content or what we are doing, then please hit that bell icon so that you can stay notified whenever we post. Now, we set a target for you guys in the last video and you guys thrashed that like button. So here is the same target for you once again for this video as well. Get us to 150 likes please, Coolers. We would love that. Now we promised a giveaway of official Barcelona merchandise once we hit 1000 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm happy to announce that we have achieved that target. The winners of the giveaway have already been announced on our Instagram page @BarçaAdmirers. The link is given in the description of this video as well. Go ahead and check it out, Cules. You won't regret it. Now I will be taking my leave today. That will be all. Visca al Barça, Visca al Catalunya. I'll see you tomorrow.